Kids are in bed?
Kids are in bed.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 49 of The Kids Are in Bed. I'm Tim Severson. This is Jenni Severson. Jenni, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty darn good.
Good.
Pretty
great.
darn good.
Great to hear. So glad.
I haven't had to go out in the cold, really, so.
Lucky.
It was very lucky because the kids have been off, which that's not the lucky part. I mean, it's lucky because it's freezing.
Mm-hmm.
What was it this morning?
I actually don't know.
Oh.
I looked at midday and it was -3.
-3.
That was about halfway through the day.
Yeah.
-8 maybe?
Pretty chilly.
Not warm.
No.
Not warm at all.
I have this weird thing, though, and I know that you're going to say that you don't, but I feel like when it gets to a certain cold, that it's so cold that it almost is a cold that I don't mind, because like a 10-degree cold feels like it gets into my like core. But like a -10-degree feels like it's just like stinging my face. And it's like more irritating, but I can deal with that. I mean, I know over a prolonged period of time.
Right.
But I feel like a 10-degree gets me in the center like quicker than a -10.
Yeah. No, I can relate to that.
So
I can relate to that. I had people though like calling off, like, so I had to go to work.
yeah.
And I one day was gonna go visit a different office, and they were like, if you don't, if you want to reschedule on account of the cold, like, we don't mind at all. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, who? What?
Yeah.
It doesn't even make any sense.
It is so strange. I don't know. Like, I guess it's just dead batteries, I think, is what really scares people the most.
Yeah,
is being stranded with a dead battery, I guess, is really, or, having a breakdown anywhere is the fear, I suppose.
They're just more cautious than I don't really think about those things.
I mean, I don't know. How many breakdowns do people have? And they're just like, today's probably the day.
Yeah.
And I get that the elements factor, but.
That's why you have to have an emergency kit in your car.
That's right.
I have an emergency kit in my trunk that is probably 25 years old.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, I finally took the food out of it.
Didn't have like club crackers in it?
There was no saltines.
Saltines, yes.
My mom had made it for me when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I moved it through 4 different cars.
Well, because it was like in a little like nice little case, right?
Yeah.
Like it was all boxed up.
Yeah.
Like in a little like
a Rubbermaid
thing. Yeah.
And I just moved it from car to car to car.
Yeah.
And we actually used it once.
We did.
When you burned your hand at a fire. We were at a bonfire somewhere.
Where were we?
Maybe like Barrows or something.
Really?
I don't know. We were at a bonfire somewhere. And you burnt. This is one and only time I ever used my emergency car kit. Because it had burn cream in it.
Oh.
Yeah. But I probably 10 years ago, I pulled out 10-year-old saltines and granola bars and like a Fig Newton or something out of it. And I was like, the rest of it I could keep. Because it's got like, all the other stuff's probably still fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm most of it probably is
Should
fine,
probably go see what's in there.
Yeah.
Be kind of fun.
Take an inventory. It would be kind of a bummer, to think you had it and then you open it up and it's like, oh, none of this is worth anything.
Yeah, it's all, I don't know, does that stuff expire?
Ointments.
Yeah.
Any of the antibacterial stuff, I think, expires. But
yeah. I think there's like a candle in there.
A candle?
Yeah. I don't know. In case I need it. Flashlight.
What?
I feel like there's a candle in there.
There's not a candle. Is it a flare?
Now I kind of want to go get it and look, see what's inside of it. I don't know. But I never have had to use it due to the cold.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
You know what I found out this week for the first time in my life? That because our temperature dropped like a crazy amount.
Mhm.
Like, yes, it's been cold,
Yeah.
but the temperature shift was like 40 degrees
Yeah.
in like 48 hours.
We had kind of a up-down situation where it fluctuated a lot over the course of
Yeah.
like a week and a half.
Well, I found out as like an almost 40-year-old adult person that temperature fluctuations like that impact your body's ability to regulate its temperature. Like my body couldn't regulate its temperature, and I was like, why can't my body regulate its temperature? This is so weird. And then I was like, I bet it's because you don't believe me. So I hypothesized that it was because of the change in the weather. And then I brought it up at work, and like 8 people agreed with me. They were all like, yeah, that's obviously what's happening. They all acted like it was common knowledge.
Common knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So it's just so this is just because you know that it is cold outside and you can't regulate the temperature, because how much time are we really spending outside to have your body completely deregulate and not be able to keep your core temperature adjusted? I would say yes if you were working outside all day.
But I did go outside several times.
How many minutes do you suppose you were outside over the past
15?
15 total minutes? That's enough. So 15. And this isn't 15 uninterrupted minutes.
No.
No.
It's walking from a car to
Walking from a car
to another door somewhere.
Yeah. And you suppose that changed your entire...
Well, that was my hypothesis. And then when I shared it with other people, they acted like that's the truth.
Yeah. Well,
is it not a truth?
I would say that I would imagine it. I don't know it to be wrong. I don't know it to be true. But I would imagine that it would take more than 15 minutes in the conditions for some sort of effect. Because
it does affect our house even.
Yeah.
Like our house is cold.
I mean, I think
I wouldn't even go in the basement right now. You got to be kidding me. I am staying upstairs.
Okay. Wow.
In our laundry room, frigid.
It is. The laundry room is cold. It is cold.
So my body temperature has been slightly different, even indoors. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the thermostat hasn't really changed. I've kept that at a pretty normal.
I don't think it's normal, actually. What we keep our house at is not normal.
It's high for sure.
Yeah, it's high. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. I know that you would prefer it to be much lower.
Not anymore.
You've come to the dark side.
Yeah, we have friends who keep their house like a meat locker, and
unsafe.
I had to get dressed when I was there last. I was in their basement, and I had to get dressed under the blankets. I crawled under the like I went submarine under to go get my backpack that was against the bed, and then I got my clothes out of it and pulled them in and got dressed under the covers because it was so cold. I could not get otherwise I'm like, I'm not getting out of this bed because the bed is super comfortable.
Yeah.
It's designed to make you want to stay in the bed, which is a great feeling.
It's a great design.
So, I don't even know how we got off on
cold.
That. Cold.
Cold is a bummer. So, but I had to park in a parking ramp yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think it was like -10 or more, right? Wasn't it yesterday morning?
Absolutely.
And I had to park in a parking ramp, and the parking ramp had a skyway to the building, but it was faster to go outside. Yeah. So I'm just going to go outside. And how
much faster?
I would have had to walk all the way to the other side of the parking ramp because I was closest to the stairs that took you down.
Yeah.
And I have my big, huge parka on, and I had
parka.
That thing is a parka. That is absolutely a parka. Look it up. If you look up parka in the dictionary, you'll find my coat. 100%. I'm certain.
Okay.
I was wearing my big parka.
Your parka in the parking ramp.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
You parked your car in the parking ramp and put on
it's
your parka.
very long. It goes down to my calves.
As parkas should.
No.
That's kind of a defining characteristic of a parka.
No.
No.
Parkas can be short.
Short parka.
Yes. Absolutely, parkas can be short.
Parka me? I have no idea what a parka is.
You don't know what a parka is. That's clear. Well, so my parka went down to my calves, and then I had boots on. So I was very covered. But another girl did the same thing as me. She chose to go down the stairs and across the street.
Short parka?
Not even a parka. I mean, I would call it a pea coat, probably. It was a pea coat.
A parka coat.
It was a... What?
Parka coat.
No, I don't even know what you're saying.
That's what the P stands for. Parka coat.
No. It was not a warm coat. But listen to this. She had on jeans with like ankle length. And then flats.
My goodness.
She had like 6 inches of exposed skin.
Oh. How far were you walking again?
Half a block.
Oh.
Is that not far?
No. I'd do it in my bare feet if I had to.
Her ankles were bright red by the time we got inside the building. They were. Oh my God, they were. I was behind her the whole way.
And somewhere.
And then the second we got inside, another woman commented and she said, "Oh my God, aren't your ankles freezing?" And I was like, right? Who is this girl? What is she doing?
Oh, someplace she's not regulating her body temperature.
She was not prepared for the elements. She was not prepared. She was not.
Half a block. Oh my goodness. Well, it's official. We have a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
We spent the whole weekend. Her actual birthday was Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Thursday. And so we got pizza, did that whole thing. But then I had big plans to make ravioli and a cake. And I did both to varying degrees of success.
I thought they were both a huge success.
Well, the ravioli was because it's Clementine's favorite food. But as I was making it, I started having this realization that she was going to eat it and not like it.
Which wasn't true. She
did like it. Yeah, she did.
She loved it. And it wasn't just any ravioli. Because she was having a Rise of Red party.
That's true. Yes, it was on theme.
Which is the Queen of Hearts' daughter.
Yes.
Princess of Hearts? Yeah, I would guess. She's the Princess of Hearts.
Duchess of Hearts.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So you made a heart-shaped ravioli. Which I'm sure is even harder than regular shaped.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it turns out that my pasta was too wet. That was a big problem. And that was my problem. So
did you get any pictures of the perfect? There was a few perfectly shaped hearts.
I got pictures of them after I cut them out. Yeah. And you took a couple of pictures of me rolling out the dough. I was feeling very, very accomplished through the process of making the dough and rolling it out. The rolling it out was fun.
Yeah, you had a little swagger in the kitchen, dare I say.
I was trying to keep it moving, and I was trying to keep it, I don't know, trying to keep it dry, but not too dry, but not wet, because that was bad. So I ended up with it too wet because I was scared of it getting brittle. And so I ended up making 31 raviolis.
Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Ravioli? Ravioli.
Ravioli.
I think it's just ravioli.
Okay.
I kind of want to say ravioli, though, because that's really fun to say.
Okay. Ravioli. 31 ravioli. And you had spread flour all over the counter. And so I was like, oh, I'll just put them right there. They'll be fine. And just kept working. And then as we went to go get them, about half of them were stuck to the counter.
You handled it really well.
I
would say. I was impressed with how well you handled it.
I was so mad. I worked so hard. I really worked so hard. I wanted it to be so perfect, and I messed it up.
It was perfect.
And it did. The pasta was delicious.
It was delicious.
The filling was delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah.
But the best, so then we didn't have enough to feed all the kids that were over.
Right.
So
we had to do an emergency Target pickup order.
Yeah. And Clementine loves the Target ravioli.
Yeah.
I don't know what Good and Gather brand or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's just
Free
cheese ravioli. She loves it. And so we were just like, she'll be great. And we let the adults eat the heart-shaped ones. But my favorite part was when Jude told one of the dads when he was eating the Target ravioli, which he's eaten 100 times.
Right.
He just goes, my dad made this. He was so proud of you. He was so proud of you.
Yeah.
It was a lie.
Yeah.
But it was so sweet.
Well, the thing is that he did have, because I made like a few before we went to, he had basketball and I was cooking it making it before his basketball. So we tested a couple that broke just to see. And he was like, these are really good.
They were amazing.
Yeah, they weren't presentable. So
my favorite part about Clementine's birthday was when we took her to Broadway.
Yeah.
Which is a local pizza chain.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the best cheese bread.
They do.
So good.
It's outstanding.
I'm a big fan of Broadway.
Yeah.
But then we got home and she got a call from her grandma. And she was talking to her grandma and she was like, what did you do for your birthday dinner? And she said that she went to Pizza Hut, which she's never been to a Pizza Hut.
We both just snapped and looked at each other like,
Pizza Hut? It's like, she's literally never been to a Pizza Hut in her entire life. I was like, how does she even know what a Pizza Hut is?
Yeah, it's so strange. And it's such an appropriate time for Pizza Hut too, right? Like that was where we went. She living a second life?
I don't know. It really confused me. She said it with such confidence.
She was, yeah.
It went to a
Pizza Hut.
Really freaked me out. But your cake turned out amazing.
The cake was amazing.
Delicious.
Yes. I made that with Clementine. It's become a tradition. I don't know if you'll recall last year I made a beautiful Little Mermaid cake.
I recall.
That seems like such a long time ago to me.
I was just going to say, I feel like you skipped a year. You had to have skipped a year. That was last year?
Last year was Little Mermaid. The year before was Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've got a tradition going now. But this year, Clementine helped me make the cake. Well, she helped as long as she could be interested. But it's red velvet, which obviously I think everybody knows this now. This is just chocolate cake with red food coloring. But
I just found that out like in the last year. So I don't know. I feel like there's more people who don't know that.
I had heard it. And so you hear it and you're like, yeah, but and I mean it's a little different than a conventional cake batter I think that I make. But it was because we bought a heart-shaped bunted cake
Bunt?
pan.
It's just bunt.
Oh, just bunt. Okay. I didn't know if you really had to get that D and the T together in there. I don't know. Why is it spelled like that?
Don't get me started.
Okay.
So really go off the rails. Start talking about why things are spelled the way they're spelled.
So I don't know because I looked up a recipe that was specific for that because I wanted to make sure that I did the right thing because it's so deep for that heart shape. I just wanted to make sure that I was doing the right deal. But yeah, it turned out really well. And then I went the extra mile because I can't help myself and made a mirror glaze just in the microwave and poured that over. I still haven't seen the video of it.
Video?
Or picture or whatever.
I don't think I took a video.
Picture.
Sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to take a video.
No, a picture.
Oh, I'll get the picture for you.
Okay.
I took a picture, it just wasn't on my camera.
It was way too much frosting because it was meant for like a conventional round cake. So there wasn't any surface area. So it ended up just being a puddle of frosting on a plate, which I'm really
It was kind of cool though. When we cut it, it kind of like...
Yeah, it pooled around. Yeah. So we did red
cool.
I did a really dark red and then a little blue for Chloe. So it was red and Chloe themed, and it looked cool and it was delicious. Well, the adults thought so, the kids not so much.
I thought they liked it.
Yeah. I think it was the cream cheese glaze for some of them.
Oh.
Kind of that adult sweet.
Oh. Could be. Well, nicely done. Proud of you.
Well, that's the whole thing too, is that at some point I was like, was this party just for us? Because we had already taken Clementine out to Broadway and then taken her to Sky Zone, and then...
You literally said that when we planned it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Did I sell it like that?
Yeah. When I said that she wanted to have her party at Sky Zone and we were trying to talk her out of it, you were like, well, we can do that as long as we can invite some people over afterwards. Yeah, 100% that's how you sold it.
God, past him.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The kids had a great time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But
I tried to talk her out of Sky Zone. I really did. But she really wanted it.
But when we were here, it wasn't like a conventional birthday.
No, it was just a play date.
Yeah.
With all the new presents.
Yeah.
She shared all of her presents with her friends, and they got to open up new dolls, and it was fun. They had a great time.
The presents she got at Sky Zone when we were in the party room. I'm so glad that's our last one there, right?
Well, I mean, I feel like you're supposed to give your kid what they ask for if they want it there.
Man. What a waste of money. Yeah, I mean, just the whole concept of being at a trampoline park. And I know I've talked about this with us
before.
Kids
love trampoline parks.
Yeah, the thing is that they only give you an hour and then they put you in a room for an hour.
Yeah.
With nothing to do. We did, though, come up with the perfect hack for food.
Well,
that I think everybody should adopt.
We didn't test it.
We haven't tested it.
Came up with the idea.
No, we weren't brave enough. Yeah. But we had a no nonsense party.
Annika.
She was delightful. What's the name?
I don't know.
They have like an official title,
like
right?
a sandwich artist.
Party concierge or something.
Well, so
she wouldn't have let it slide.
I stole from my friend that you had the party clearly in between lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
Like, schedule it so that it's so obvious that you won't be serving food.
Right.
And then don't serve food. Because we did a Sky Zone party with Jude, but we did the whole pizza thing.
Yeah.
Remember we ordered extra pizza?
Right.
And then we had all this extra Sky Zone pizza. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
That was pretty great, actually.
So it was kind of good pizza. Yeah. Hindsight. But so we decided not to do food at Sky Zone.
Right.
So I put on the invitations and everything. Cupcakes and jumping.
Yep.
Squarely in between meals.
Right.
So we wouldn't have to serve. But they're very clear that if you bring food in and you didn't sign up for the food plan, you have to pay a fee. It's like $50 or something to bring food in.
Yeah.
So at the Sky Zone, we were thinking of ways. Oh, because I brought a little treat, but I was presenting it as part of the goodie bag.
Yes.
Not as like a snack.
Yeah.
But she even called me on that. She goes, they were just like little red Pringles because everything was red.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about it on the way there because I had to stay back and come separate to clean the kitchen, which was covered in flour.
It was a little floury. Yeah.
So I had to do that. And I was on the way there. I was like, oh, just wrap a pizza and give it to the kid as a present and say, here you go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And I was like, I mean, it'd be rude if we didn't eat it, right?
It's what she asked for.
Yeah, it's her favorite thing. It's just like,
It's a good idea. We should try it
chips.
sometime. So she goes, once everybody has their shoes on to leave the room, Clementine can hand out the chips. I was like, okay. Understood.
The way she started the gift wrapping was just like, Clementine, when you unwrap the bag gifts, hand me the tissue paper right away.
She did say that.
Otherwise, have fun. It's like,
no nonsense at this unwrapping.
And Clementine is just like,
she's so compliant. She's just like, I will hand you every piece of tissue paper.
Oh man, she was great though. You need people like that. I found out because I volunteered to coach Jude's basketball practice last night, which I remembered I was volunteered to do 7 minutes before practice started.
Jude was in the basement playing Fortnite. And Clementine and I were watching a movie, and you were standing in the living room with your Oculus on.
I mean, so in body, I was in the living room. In mind, I was in Hawaii.
You literally had your Oculus on, and you pulled it up, and you go, I'm supposed to be coaching Jude's basketball tonight.
I was a great Scott away from a Back to the Future scene.
And I just go, it starts in 6 minutes! Jude! Sorry.
It was like
Jude, get up here!
It was like you could hear the Home Alone, like rushed Home Alone music, that score playing in the background as we were running around. Jude just immediately broke down in tears.
He was crying so much. He was crying so much.
Oh my God, it was a lot for everybody.
But then you made it on time.
We were
miraculously.
The other practice went late, and so we got in, and so
we live 3 minutes from the school.
Yeah.
You got out of here in 3 minutes. It was great.
Yeah. And I got some running. Taught him the 3-man weave.
Clementine was disappointed because she was told that she was going to be your assistant coach.
I know.
I was just like, there's no way.
Well, she was sick anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, it was fun. But their attention span was so unbelievably short. That's why I told her she was going to be an assistant, because I thought I could get you to come and help just kind of wrangle them in.
Oh.
You just need somebody, because it really is like, I don't know what, like baboons. You just turn your back. And one of them was just climbing up on the bleachers, and like, he was just next to me. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I just thought I'd climb this. I'm like, okay, don't. Like, get back over here. One just went and laid down and started drinking. The same guy was climbing the bleachers just randomly laid down and was just face up in the middle of the floor while we were playing basketball. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I just got tired. Cool.
Just tired.
Cool.
Just tired.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Jude had fun. He liked me being there.
What about the one who called you Coach T?
Coach T, yeah. He gave me a lot.
I don't even know how he knew your name.
I mean, he's been on Jude's soccer team and I think a basketball team before. But yeah, they pick up. I guess they know, they hear enough to know. Yeah. But he just, I just am walking up with Jude. He's like, Coach T's here, not Coach J anymore. We actually have 2 Coach J's, JJ. Not going to be able to call Justin Jefferson JJ anymore, because now there's going to be 2 JJs, and that would be too confusing. So I don't know what anybody's going to call Justin Jefferson. I was just like, that's a lot for right now. I just got here. Can I take off my jacket? He was dropped off. He wasn't there with his parents. Like, he was just hanging out on his own. So I think all of that was just in his head, and he's like, an outlet.
Tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody.
Here's everything I've been thinking about for the last 35 seconds.
Gotta share it. Need to get it out.
But it was fun, and I didn't hurt myself.
Good.
I didn't try to dunk. They all wanted me to try to dunk, and I was just like, no, Not
Yeah. You don't need to
going
be
to do it to myself.
injuring yourself at a child's basketball
No,
practice.
no.
So thank you for not. I am very proud of you and I appreciate that. That would really suck
Yeah.
if you got injured. Would really be bad for me. I'm really glad that didn't happen.
Nope. I was cautious.
Good.
Very fundamentally sound layups only.
Good. Good choice.
I almost broke Jude's finger swatting him once, but otherwise, all was well.
All right. Good.
I wanted to talk about silo. We don't have to get too deep into it because we're in the middle of it. But basic premise is post-apocalyptic Earth, and people are underground and have been for some time. They can't go outside because it's poison. They know that, and away we go.
Yeah.
Is kind of the situation. And the worst punishment you can get is to be exiled out of the silo, and then you have to go clean the camera lens, the only view of the outside world to all 10,000 people within the silo. And it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. So when we first started it, episode 1, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, it had almost like Lost vibes where I was just like, there's way too many questions.
Yeah.
I was very concerned that I'm like, am I going to get into this show and then I'm going to never find out half of the stuff?
There were a lot of loose threads that were all I think the thing is that they're all very intriguing.
Right.
Everything about just the premise of it makes your brain try to figure out why they're in there and how they're getting out.
You're on overload.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Yeah.
But then I saw that it was ending at 4 seasons.
Yes.
And then I was like,
with intention.
Right. Right. I don't think season 2 was even wrapped yet.
Yeah.
And they had already announced that they were stopping at 4. And I was like, that's great. That's excellent. That means they have intention. They know what they're doing. They're not just going to let it run and turn into garbage. So then I was like, okay, I'm confident now. I can do this. So then I was like, let's go. And then my world unraveled. I mean, I had like a week straight where I was in like an actual funk.
Yeah, we were up late a lot of nights in the silo.
Yeah. I'm very bingy.
Yes, you are very bingy. And so
I can't stop.
Yeah, we've been in the silo for about 3 weeks. And it's
a lot.
So, and I know you don't like to do this because it's not completed. But at this stage, 50% of the way through, do you think it's been worth it? And are you excited for what's to come?
Oh, yeah.
Or are you nervous?
Oh, no. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm not nervous about where the show's going. I'm nervous if I can mentally withstand the rest of it.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of confidence. That they're going to bring it home well.
Man.
Because it's books, too. We might have left that out. It's based on novels.
Right.
It's 3 novels.
Yes. Which I was bummed to learn after like 2 episodes because I'm like, well.
Because you like to read novels first before you watch the show.
Because it's mostly because I bypass details when I read because I shut off because I remember the scene. But books have more to them. So then I get confused later on because I'm like, well, hold on a second. That's not in the movie.
Mhm.
and then I'm off track, and it's because I skipped it because I could see the actors and doing the whole thing. So I can't do it.
And
that
then
way.
they also did, I read, deviate a little. I don't know because I've never read the books.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
But
right?
there is at least somewhat of a small deviation.
Yeah.
I understand.
Do you know how many books there were?
3.
Is it 3? Is it 3 books?
There's 3 books, and the first season is like half or so of book 1.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
Everything about it's great, except for what it does to your brain.
One thing isn't great.
What?
Common.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like he's probably perfect, but we know that he's just being common. So then we think he's not doing a great job.
Well, yeah.
But I think sometimes it probably is exactly what the character is supposed to be, but you just know that he's not acting and he's just being himself. So that's annoying you.
Yeah.
But if another actor was playing it, they'd probably be playing it the same way.
Yeah, that's true. I still don't like it, though. Tim Robbins is great.
I don't like Tim Robbins in this. I don't think he's great.
Really?
No. Mm-mm. For me, he's worse than Common.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I do not find him to be putting out a stellar performance.
I guess great is probably not right, but I like Tim Robbins, so I probably just have a soft spot for him.
And Rebecca Ferguson is fantastic. But I really like her. So.
Yes. Yeah, it's very interesting because there's a lot of puzzles, and I do feel like a lot of the puzzles are solvable.
Disagree.
Oh, I feel like you've solved some.
I have?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you've recognized things, or I feel like there are, you can kind of
not all the way to the end though.
No. But you feel like you're kind of finding clues along with them. I mean,
yes,
you feel like you're involved, and you feel like you can try to reason your way around and figure some things out.
There are some things that you can reason through.
Well, you get pieces right.
But there are other pieces that would be impossible.
Right, but as it would be if you were there too, right?
Yeah.
You're doing what you can with the information that's available.
Yeah.
It's
well, it drops you in right from the beginning. I think like the opening statement is like, we don't know why we're here. We don't know how long we've been here.
Right.
They're telling you we don't know anything.
Yeah.
So how the hell are you supposed to?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, but I do really like to try to figure things out. I can't just sit back and watch and see what's going to happen.
Sure.
I have to try to solve it. So it's a little exhausting to try to solve.
Yeah. I'm able to just kind of sit back and let it happen.
Yeah. Can't do that.
Yeah.
But now we're all caught up.
So
now we have to be on like a regular schedule and wait for the next season to come out. It's the worst.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a ways to go. And we are intentionally abstaining from Severance.
Yes.
So that we may binge that at our leisure later on.
Yes. I'm not trying to wait a week in between episodes.
I know you're not trying to. I thought we could try to play a little game.
Okay.
If you'll recall, do you remember the game? So we could play one of two. There's the one where you go actor, movie, actor. Till somebody can't go anymore.
Actor, movie, actor. Like name another movie they're in.
You go, I go, you go, I go.
Okay.
So you name an actor. The other one would just be like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, just straight through movies.
All the way to Kevin Bacon?
Who can get to Kevin Bacon the quickest?
Oh, that sounds hard.
Okay.
But either one, whatever. I'm down.
Should we start with Tim Robbins?
Okay.
So that's the easiest one.
Which game?
I think just actor, movie, actor.
Okay.
Who starts?
It's your game. You're in charge.
Tim Robbins, movie.
Mystic River.
Sean Penn.
Milk.
James Franco.
127 hours.
Ah.
Am I trying to keep the game going? Or
No, you're trying to win. You set that trap.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were 2 moves ahead. I saw you. You were like the boulder waiting for James Franco's arm. Unbelievable.
You want to swap?
Sure.
Rebecca Ferguson.
Okay. So I'll just go Mission Impossible because that's what I know.
Oh, okay. Tom Cruise.
Born on the 4th of July.
Diane Lane?
Is she in that?
I have no idea.
I don't think she is.
No, that's the other 4th of July. Labor Day. She's in Labor Day. Dang it.
They're basically the same movie.
Same movie. Long holiday weekend. People are having barbecues. I've never seen Born on the 4th of July.
I think I've only seen it once. I don't even really remember it. Anyways, that's a fun game.
That is a fun game.
That was from Doug Loves Movies.
Oh, nice.
Remember when we used to listen to that?
Oh my God, I loved that movie.
There is a phenomenon happening that I think hasn't happened in like billions of years.
I'm out.
That in the sky, and I saw it starting this morning, but I think it's supposed to be like on the 25th or on the 26th. Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Neptune, I think, are going to be like in a straight line. And at a certain point in the night, they'll be in a line with the moon. So it'll be like the moon and then just like a dot of these planets. And when I woke up this morning and looked out our window to the westward facing sky, I could see them like imperfectly like lining up. Like they're not there yet, but they're like, you can see that they're going to come in and be in a line. Yeah.
You could see it.
I swear.
I don't believe you.
Look it up.
No, I believe that it's really occurring. I don't believe you that you saw it almost there with your naked eye.
Well,
like
you can't see all of them with your naked eye, but you can see Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars with your naked eye.
Pretty cool.
You can't see Neptune or Venus.
Pretty cool. Thanks for sharing.
So
fascinating.
The planets are going to line up. Not exactly like people think.
Oh.
They're not like... I think when people think they're lining up, it's like a straight shot out as you look, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is like they're chasing each other.
Oh, cute. That's adorable. I wish to see it. I really do.
No, you don't, because you'll just go, oh.
No,
dumb.
I do want to see it. Will you show me?
No.
Find it on my own.
No, you won't.
Our first house nearly never got built. My wife was so bent on helping the builder. Woman, I said, leave that poor man alone and make us some coffee. Not that kind you've been buying either. Instant Maxwell House coffee.
This is a real
Red jar, good to the last drop. Maxwell House. The instant that tastes like coffee. Be a good little Maxwell housewife, and we'll be happy here for a long time.
Maxwell House Coffee. Instant and ground.
That's not real.
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't looked it up.
I am outraged.
It struck me because I make your coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm your Maxwell housewife.
No. No. That's what they're missing. Is it's not gendered. There are certain types of people.
House person.
There are certain types of people who like to make coffee for others.
Indeed.
It has nothing to do with what your gender is. You
Yes.
just like to make coffee for others.
I do
because it makes you feel good.
I do like the process.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm often annoyed that your coffee is so simple. That you just like.
You want me to be high maintenance?
I would love to have a reason for us to buy like a bevel espresso machine so that I could do all the fun stuff they do at Starbucks. Absolutely. I would love to do that.
You can have that.
I know.
It doesn't have to be for me.
If it's for you, then it's not for me, and then the money doesn't feel like a waste.
So you want me to pretend like I'm into a different type of coffee for long enough to convince you that it's okay to buy the...
No, because it'll never happen because I know that you won't ever drink it. That's what I mean.
I can. Absolutely. I can. I also can convince myself that I do and do not like foods. You know this.
That's true. That is true.
I convinced myself to like Bloody Marys, even though I hated them. I forced myself to love them, and now I love them. And I convince myself all the time that I don't love donuts. All the time.
That is true.
I don't even like donuts.
That's
I
true.
actually believed it.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Until I ate one. And then I remembered it was all a lie.
Donuts are amazing.
So you could absolutely. My thing is just like the hyperfixation. If you get me to drink one, then I'll be on it and I'll drink it every day until you can feel good about buying your machine.
Yeah.
Or I could just go buy it for you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm sorry I even brought it up. I like the process of it. Like I like
kind of like you like folding laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, or like I mean anything too with cooking, right? Like that's why I like doing it. I like doing it from like the beginning and understanding how it changes and how it works. I don't know. It's just fun.
Oh, that's different than laundry. Laundry though, but you also like loading the dishwasher.
Yeah, well those are just tasks that are
Why do you like to do all these things?
Because they're very easily undone to done. There's no ambiguity whatsoever. Are there dirty dishes or not? If not, the job is done. Check mark. Good news. You have done a good job. Nobody can dispute it because the dishes are done. Nobody can say you did a bad job. The dishes are done. They're done. Yeah. The lawn is mowed. The carpet is vacuumed. The laundry,
you just like
the laundry
is
folded. Yes.
You like the reward.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't like to do any of those things.
Yeah.
I have zero reward.
I notice.
From accomplishing that.
You just throw your dishes into the dishwasher like a maniac.
That is not true.
Over your shoulder, hot dogging it.
That'd actually be pretty impressive. Kind of want to try.
Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Let's do, I want to show you one other one right now. Just a quick one. This one.
That's not real.
Are you sure?
There's no way that's real. I can't believe it. I won't. Fake.
I think it's fake too.
Oh.
I just wanted to see if you... I haven't even looked at comments. I don't even know. I mean...
Yeah, see, everyone's saying that's not real. Yeah. There's no way that's real.
Okay. I just wanted to see. My brother probably would think it's real.
Yes. 100%. Not a doubt in my mind.
I'll send it to him and see. He doesn't like when I tell him all of his videos are fake when they're so clearly fake. It's my favorite thing. I say things are fake, even if I don't even believe they're fake.
Just
to
to
make
mess
them
with
mad.
Oh, that's kind of mean.
That's great. Oh man. Well, we have 2 months until there's another birthday. So I don't think we have another excuse to overwhelm ourselves in the meantime.
And the current plan is to be on vacation
Vacation, all I ever
over his
wanted.
birthday, right? Then we really don't have to overwhelm
Vacation,
ourselves.
Happy to get away. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
probably overwhelm ourselves.
Yeah, we probably will. We'll find a reason. Some random holiday.
I didn't feel overwhelmed this birthday. See, because I just
Yeah, because you didn't have to make your fondant.
That's true. I would have been overwhelmed.
I said I was making homemade ravioli with pasta from scratch and a cake. And you said, oh, you're going to make cupcakes too. Don't forget that with fondant. And I'm like, fondant. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. I don't have the time for that. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. I'm like, okay.
I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it.
It was fine.
Did you get all the stuff for it though?
Yeah, I got all the stuff for it.
You
But
thought
we
I
could do
was
it another time.
You thought I was just gonna do it.
No.
Yes, you
No,
did.
I swear to God, I didn't.
You were trying to bait me.
No, I swear to God, that's not true. I swear. I swear. I bought it all.
You said, I bought all this stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I guess I'll just put it away.
No, that's not what I was doing. I swear. I really intended to do it.
Bummer. It would have been so much fun. I'll just put it all away.
I
Seems
didn't.
like such a waste of money. Though.
I thought to myself, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then I thought, it's special from the movie
Yes.
that we could still make it a fun, special thing. You, me, and Clementine could all do it together sometime. That's what I thought.
Got it.
Also, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I'm definitely not doing this. So I just didn't.
Fawn didn't.
Nice.
All right. Should we go check on the kids?
Let's go check on the kids.
See you next week, everybody.